The moral dilemma: to tell or not to tell. Recently, I found myself in a challenging situation involving a friend whose wife is close to mine. I learned that his wife is cheating on him through an unintended slip up. This revelation has left me torn as I grapple with the moral implications of sharing or withholding this information from my friend. On one hand, I strongly feel loyalty to my friend and believe he deserves to know the truth about his relationship. As a friend, it feels like my duty to support him, even if it involves delivering difficult news. However, the issue is complicated because the information I acquired inadvertently implicates my wife as the source. It is crucial to note that she didn't willingly disclose this sensitive matter. It was an honest and unintentional mistake. Consequently, she had requested me not to reveal this information to my friend, fearing the repercussions that might affect her friendship with his wife. This leaves me torn between honoring my commitment to my wife and safeguarding our relationship, or prioritizing my loyalty to my friend's well-being. While I understand my wife's concerns and the desire to protect her friendship, I also recognize that withholding the truth might lead to breach of trust with my friend. Moreover, if he eventually learned that I had this information and chose not to share it, it could severely damage our friendship. What do you think I should do? Okay, so let's unpack this one. This one is a real moral dilemma. Because no matter what he does, someone gets hurt. This isn't just, do I tell my friend or not? This one is heavier. This is loyalty versus loyalty. And honestly, that's crazy. Marriage versus friendship. And that is where this gets really serious. Now, let's establish something clearly. Silence is never neutral. If you know someone is being cheated on and you say nothing, whether you like it or not, you are protecting the cheater, not the victim. That is uncomfortable, but it is also the truth. Now, here's the complication. He didn't find out randomly. He found out accidentally through his wife. And now, she's asking him not to say anything. So, he's stuck between two commitments. First, to protect his marriage. And second, to protect his friend. And here's the hard truth. Marriage always comes first. If you blow up your marriage to prove loyalty to a friend, you just destabilized your primary covenant for a secondary relationship. That is not wise. But here's the other hard truth. Protecting wrongdoing inside your marriage isn't healthy either. If your spouse is asking you to carry someone else's deception, that is not peace. That is pressure. And honestly, if I were in his position, I'd be concerned about something deeper. Not in a paranoid way, but in a principled way. I'd ask myself, why is my wife comfortable keeping something this serious hidden? Is she confronting her friend privately? Is she drawing a line? Or is she tolerating it? Because if her instinct is to protect the cheater rather than the betrayed, that raises questions about her moral framework. And when moral frameworks misalign in a marriage, that is not small. It doesn't mean she's cheating. It doesn't mean that she will, but it does mean a conversation is necessary. Now, that aside, what is the mature move? It is not going behind your wife's back and telling your friend impulsively, and it's not staying silent forever either. I believe the mature move is alignment. First, you sit down with your wife and say, "I'm sorry, but I am not comfortable carrying this. If this were happening to me, I'd want to know. We need to handle this the right way." Then, give the cheating wife a window. She tells her husband herself, or eventually, the truth comes out another way. Because it will. Cheating has a way of surfacing. And here's the question that simplifies everything. If roles were reversed, if your friend knew your wife was cheating on you, would you want him to stay silent? Most people already know the answer. So here's where I land. He shouldn't go rogue. He shouldn't betray his wife, but he also shouldn't carry this indefinitely. Integrity delayed is still integrity denied. And at the end of the day, he didn't create this mess. The cheater did. Everyone else is just deciding what kind of person they're going to be in the aftermath.